Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. So, change of plans. So you always have to have the contingency plan. We had rain this morning. It was raining pretty good. So I called Greg and said we're going to have to postpone what we're going to do. Now, so today I decided, well, I have these rolled oats. I might as well get them going and get them packed up. And so I bought all these jars. So we'll utilize what we have and we'll go from there. So, but anyway, I wanted to tell you after reading all the comments and stuff like that yesterday. Hold on one second. So anyway, today is Tuesday, the 13th, 2020. So after reading all the comments yesterday, I came to the decision that doing heating the way we were talking about heating is probably not going to be the best way to do it. So change of plans. People were saying basically if I just ran a couple of regular lights inside the battery room with the excess heat coming off the charge controllers and just a couple of regular light bulbs in there, that it would keep that battery room warm enough. It's very insulated. I used the Rockwool insulation in there. So I thought about it last night and I'm like, you know what, that makes a lot more sense. And that piping would look pretty gaudy, to be honest with you. And so I decided we're not going to go with that way, and so we're going to do something different. As far as like the greenhouse goes, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do as far as heating that yet, but we're not going to go with that piping. So we're definitely going to go a different route with that one as well. But so you know, it was that's why, you see, this is one of the things I love is you know, people give their feedback. Now, sometimes I listen to it, I'll be honest with you, and sometimes I don't. If I'm pretty entrenched in my thought process with what I plan on doing, you know, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. But if I, you know, I'm going to try something and people say, well, you know, wouldn't this be better, that be better? You know, then I mull it over and I think about it. And then, you know, you come to the conclusion with, you know, if they're right or not. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm going to tell you what, I don't know everything. I don't pretend to know everything. I'm trying to do the best I can. So the feedback definitely is a big factor for me, because I definitely pay attention to it. I definitely listen to it. And so thank you all for the feedback. Kelly Nash, quite adamant, and so thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that. That's why I like you, because you just kind of put it out there. You say it like it is, and I like that. I appreciate that. So, like I said, after further consideration, we're not going to go that route with that, you know, thing. So we're gonna. What we're gonna do, I gotta talk to Greg, because obviously we canceled for today because of the weather, and now it's nicer out now. But you know, this morning we were gonna work on that, and it's just, you know, obviously because of the rain, we had to say no. But even this morning I was gonna be like, we're gonna do something different. What I want to focus on next is the solar rack now. So when Greg comes out again, we're going to work on getting that lined back up, and then I have to concrete everything. And so he's just got to help me. You know, it's like a two-man job to get it aligned. The concrete work I can do by myself. That's not a big deal. And so that's what we're going to do. But you know, just like I said, it's on to the next thing, and figuring out what we're going to do next, and go from there. But so anyway, that's what's going on. So today I decided, well, since it's crappy outside, I will continue to work in here. Over the course of the winter, I think what I'm going to actually start doing inside the house is I need a floor in here. I still have the plywood as my floor from when we first got this, so I put something down first, like Luan or something. I'm not even sure what we're going to put down first, and then put a regular floor in here, and then I'm just gonna start working on some stuff inside. I would love, like I said, ultimately what I want in here is a tongue and groove pine on the walls, and so if I can start farting around with that over the winter, I may start doing that. That'll give me projects to work on when it's crappy and miserable outside. I can just work right in the house and get things done. Long overdue, I know, but I had said to Heather, me and Heather were talking, and I said, by the time you get done with college, I said, I'll have this really squared away, and it'll be awesome up here, just in time for you to move on with your life, but that happens, so we have lived kind of rough for a long time, and so, that's how it goes. That's what you do. You deal with what you got to deal with. You prioritize what's important, what's not important, and you go from there. So, that's just, people don't understand. They really don't. I can live anyway. Don't matter to me. I mean, like I said, I don't need things instantaneously. I never have. So, I just kind of always gone with the flow. Mom's the same way. Always go with the flow. Don't sweat it. Whatever's going to be is going to be. And, that's just how we've always been. We can live in any kind of environment. We can deal with whatever we got to deal with, as long as, and here's the key with that. The key is, as long as you know you're working towards a goal and things are going to get better, if you're doing nothing and stagnant and just staying the same, that sucks, okay? That absolutely sucks. But if you're working towards a goal and trying to get things squared away, like I said, now when we bought this house, guys, it was delivered, I think it was delivered in October of our first year that we were here. And then we were working on it, and we didn't get the wood stove in, I don't think it was until November we got the wood stove in. And I'll tell you what, it was getting mighty, mighty cold in that camper that we had out here. And so once we got the wood stove in, we literally were sleeping on the floor in here at night because it was too cold to sleep in the camper anymore. And so that, it was rough. I mean, it was not easy. But then once we got, things squared away and continued to work on things, it just got better. And that's the ultimate goal. If you know you're working towards something to make things better, dealing with some hardships in the short term, it's not that bad. It really isn't. And that's what people don't understand. Nobody's willing to make any kind of sacrifices anymore. And that's a huge part of the problem with our country. Everybody wants everything immediately, and they're not willing to wait or work on something. And for me, like I said, I have no problem going, okay, well, it's going to be this and that for a while, and as we go, we'll make it better. Obviously, this year, we have focused a lot about outside, getting a lot of outside things done that needed to get done. Again, every bit of it to make our lives better. Getting the woodshed built. And now what we're going to end up doing next year, we're going to have another woodshed built for Mom and Becky. It is what it is. So we will do it. And, excuse me. Like I said, everything takes time, you know, and hard work and effort. And if you're willing to sacrifice short term, you can do this. Anybody can do this. My biggest thing was I was not going to put myself in a situation where I was in extreme debt once again where I had been before. And so as we got the money to do things, that's when we did it. And, you know, that's, to me, that was really important. And, you know, I'm happy to say, like I said, everything that we have done here on the homestead, I don't owe nobody anything for it. You know, Becky and Mom with their place, you know, they did a 3-year thing as well. But, you know, it's 3 years as opposed to 30. I mean, you know, figure that out. You know, I mean, you're talking, yeah, maybe short term, it sucks and the interest rate is high on those buildings. But if you're paying that building off in 3 years, and then you're putting whatever into the building that you're putting into it, you know, it's worth the sacrifice. It really, really is. So you live rough for a while. You know, in the long term, once that is squared away, you get it paid for, and then, like I said, then it's yours. And you don't owe anybody anything. And to me, that's just such a huge, huge thing. It really is. So, again, willing to sacrifice short term for the long term goal. But again, a lot of people today won't do it. You know, like I said, we live in a society of instant gratification. And if they can't have everything the way that they're used to having it, you know, it sucks for them and they hate it and they can't stand it. Well, you know, too bad. Because that's not reality. You know, then all you are is you end up being a slave to the system. Because if you put everything on credit cards and, you know, to make somebody happy right away, you know, now you're trying to worry about scrambling how you're going to pay that debt down. And the way that these credit card companies now have the high interest rates on everything, don't matter how good your credit is, they have ridiculously high interest rates. You know, unless you're in a position where you can use that card and basically use it as a 30-day deferment until, you know, that bill comes in and you can pay that bill in full, they're not worth having. I'll be honest with you. It's just not. Because it just puts you in that hole even further. And that's what they want. They want you to be that slave to the system. And I refuse to do it. So, anyway, so this is my project today. And, you know, one of them anyway. And I'm going to work on some other stuff. But I wanted to do this, talk to you guys, you know, so people understand, you know. You know, do I live in the Taj Mahal? Absolutely not. Is it perfect? Nope. But the best part is, it's all mine. It's all paid for. And I don't have to worry about somebody coming and taking it. That, you know, there's nobody can come and say, well, you know, sir, you know, you didn't pay this bill or that bill, so now we're taking your stuff. They can't do it because, like I said, it's all paid for. And, I mean, the only payment that I have realistically is my car payment. That's it. And, you know, so... And I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee you that I will pay that off before that loan is up as well. There's other things that are prioritizing, obviously. I need to have the money for the addition for next year. So over the course of the winter, obviously I'm going to be saving for that. And that's going to be the first project in the spring, is that addition. Again, make our lives better once again, you know. So... second. I love these jars. These jars are absolutely awesome. They work fantastic. And having them like this, you know, it just works out really, really well. And see, so what am I going to do with these? I'm going to take these, and they're going to go into Margie's storage shed. And that way, even though it's going to get cold in there, it's going to kill anything that would be inside there, because obviously the temperature is going to be cold, but it's not going to matter if these get cold or not. It's not going to hurt them. It's not going to hurt the food. So that is the game plan. So this is altogether, I believe, about 25 pounds of rolled oats, or oatmeal, however you want to call it. They call it rolled oats, but it's oatmeal. Have maybe enough for 2 more jars, and that'll be it. So anyway, thought I would share it with you, kind of share some of my thoughts about living the way that I live. What I want to do, I'm going to actually kick this up a second. I want to show you guys what I want to do through this whole area of my house. This whole thing, the ceiling, the whole thing. Tongue and groove pine. That's the ultimate goal. That will be happening, okay? A little rough right now, absolutely, not going to lie. But I'm looking long-term things. Over the course of the winter, I'm going to start working in here and getting things more squared away. That's my game plan. It's been an incredibly busy year. And moving forward, like I said, I have a lot that I want to do, but it will all get done. So people were talking about the loft and Eddie's old area, obviously. What I'm going to do is that's going to come down, that sheet. I'm going to put something up there that isolates that so that the heat is not getting in there. With the window partially cracked open, it will stay cooler in there. It is, so that's what's going to happen up there. So people were talking about the canned goods, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. But I will isolate that off, and then that will be the end of that issue. It's just so you know. But like I said, a lot of stuff going on. I have a lot of things that I'm going to do. But we'll get there. So anyway, guys, I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, judge whatever you want to judge, because you know what? Honestly, I don't care. Oh, you live like crap, your house is a mess, blah, blah, blah. Well, great. That's awesome. It's going to get better. It's going to get squared away when I build my addition. It's going to open up a lot more room, which is I'm absolutely looking forward to. When I build my addition, I will have a whole new kitchen area. So this whole thing in through here may come out completely. I don't know yet. I haven't really decided. I may keep it in here. I don't know. Again, it's all going to come down to what I feel like doing, how I want to organize things, and go from there. But for right now, this is the way it is. I will definitely keep the bathroom in here for sure. I need to redo that. That's going to get redone as well. Like I said, there's a lot that's going to be happening, but it's going to come together, and it will get better. So anyway, that being said, I'm going to jump off here for now. I will do a second video today. Yesterday I didn't. I was just a lot of stuff going on, so I didn't do a second video. But remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Also remember STD. Step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. If you work methodically towards your goals, they will happen, things will get done. It's amazing how it works, because it really does work. You just have to keep at it. You just have to keep at it. Make forward progress every single day, and you're going to be fine. And it doesn't always have to be about prepping or off-grid. It's whatever you're striving for in life. It's just like with Heather being in college. She's just methodically doing what she has to do, and before you know it, she's already in her sophomore year of college. The time will go by very, very quickly, okay? So anyway, stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're all going to be fine. I will see you all later. I will definitely do a second video later for you. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. Got my pans on the wall.